is asleep still, and so we're going to have to keep quiet. I bet some of you start your day this way too. It doesn't matter whether you're writing or designing or doing something else creative like raising a family. Sometimes it's easier to start your day early before everyone else when you can set the tone yourself before everybody else sets it for you. Well, I'm about to start work, having done my first sets of things in the morning, and I'm about to go into my morning writing ritual. I bet a lot of you have the same sorts of things, a series of things that you do every day, and we don't think of them as rituals, but they really are. I didn't always think of a ritual for writing, but I've adopted one. I know for years when I've designed, I have a ritual when I begin that I don't think of as a ritual because it's something as simple as cleaning the drafting table and washing the templates before I begin. Yes, I still design with a pencil, but it's a ritual nonetheless. And I didn't used to write with a ritual. I used to just sit down and write. But the more I read about writers and from other writers and listened to their processes, the more I thought maybe I need one of my own. So I've been working with that, and it really is very helpful. It helps me get centered on what I'm doing and very focused. So let's see, let's get that going. Well, I have my candle on the desk there. You can see I have a candle that I light. I have a cup of tea. And because it's St. Patrick's Day, did I say Happy St. Patrick's Day? I also have a little square of soda bread. The candle, put that over here. We have our soda bread, our big generous mug of tea. We are almost ready to begin. Or are we ready to begin? Next thing I usually do is I do some warm-ups. I have Lawrence Simon to thank for inspiring me with Travel, which is a 100-word story complete. And I've taken to writing haiku as a warm-up, or sometimes just doing word scrambles. The economy of words and the focusing in on very specific words helps me when I'm writing. And it helps me even more when I'm in the revision process. So where are we with Gorak the Gobbler and Other Tales That Creep? Well, we are in the revision process now. All the stories are complete. The first stories that have been written are farther along in the revision process, so I'm putting them through another proofread just to be sure. The last story in the collection, Gorak the Gobbler, has gone through its initial proofreading, and I have a set of several pages of little revisions to make. And now it goes into the process of being read live. A friend of mine years ago wisely suggested that anything you write, didn't matter whether it was fiction or poetry or a book report or a grant application, that you should read everything out loud to yourself, and it really helps me. If I find a phrase that consistently I hit and stumble on when I'm reading it out loud, guaranteed it needs to be revised. So I find that a very valuable process. And the very first live reading for Gorak the Gobbler is going to be on Wednesday, the 18th of March at 7 o'clock Pacific time. I'm going to be reading it in Second Life, and I'm also streaming it online, and you can find more information about that in the post below this one on the blog or at my blog, jdcstoryteller.blogspot.com. That's jdcstoryteller.blogspot.com. Better? Yeah, I think so too. So, live readings. I'm going to do about 3 or 4 of them for Gorak. And then we're going to roll the whole text into final revisions, where I have 3 proofreaders who go through it, and I get it all formatted, and we move forward. The illustration process is all dependent on the Kickstarter campaign at this point. Rick's done some sketches. He's inked the one picture that's going to be the cover, and I have been really tempted to send an email to Rick Geary, and say, go and move forward with the other illustrations, but we're kind of waiting to make sure that we have everything in place. It's so tempting, but we have to do that. We have to take the steps that need to be taken. And the Kickstarter campaign's going great. It's been less than a week, and we only have $300 to go. And if you're looking at this as an update on the Kickstarter project page, you're probably one of the people who have gotten us there, and I thank you sincerely. It's been an amazing process so far, in which it is both humbling and exciting. Exciting in that you stick your project out there, and you really don't know how people are going to respond to it. And you find that people you know support you in unexpected and amazing ways. You know, it's not like running an annual campaign for a nonprofit where you probably go in expecting certain gifts from certain people, because historically that's what they do. This is my first time doing one. And when you're going out there going, I have this project and I need to pay for it, you just don't know how people are going to react. And people's support has been really phenomenal and amazing. And I can't tell you how that makes me feel. It's really exciting. But then I have to still stay out there and keep saying, support my project. So support my project. Or share my project with other people that you think will support it. Come listen, or try and listen online. And that's a kind of a dicey proposition, unfortunately, at times. I will be reading in Second Life, in Kitely, and actually in Second Life twice, in Kitely, and possibly in Inworlds. You can also follow along with Gorak on the website, because I've been posting a small selection from the story every Friday. It's actually the longest short story I've ever written, and it's a lot of fun. The character is a lot of fun, and even though the book is Blackberry and Other Tales That Creep, Gorak's going to fit in just fine, I think. So follow it on the website. And again, I want to thank those of you who have pledged your support to the Blackberry and Other Tales That Creep for helping and pledging your support. And if you're out there and you're looking at this, this is going to be such a great book. And we're all having such a good time working on it. And you can be a part of that. We'd love to have you. And with that, I'm going to say Happy St. Patrick's Day. Get on with my day, and I hope you have a great one too. Thanks for watching.